Hey guys, I'm Tim with Original Strength, and this week I wanted to show you a reset that can change your world. Many of us spend a lot of times in a chair or in a job that forces us here and here, and as a result we get really tight here, our neck goes forward, our shoulders round forward, and our posture just gets less than awesome. So the reset I'm going to show you that you really might want to consider doing to open up your hips, bring your shoulders back and get some extension in your arms when you walk is backwards walking. Backwards walking is amazing and it does so many wonderful things for your body, but one thing it does for you is it turns your glutes on if they're asleep and opens up your hip flexors. So if these are overly tight, these are probably asleep. But if these are awake, these are probably not overly tight. The other thing it can do is it helps your shoulder find extension. When we walk, our shoulders are supposed to go in extension. But if you watch a lot of people walk, they have these little break stops. They'll be walking and their shoulder gets right here and then their elbow just kind of, so they may move a little bit here, but they rarely go into extension, and extension feels amazing. So even when you walk forward, you want to go into extension. But we're talking about backwards walking today, not forwards walking. So backwards walking, well, let's take a look. It looks like this. So you just walk backwards. And so it feels so good because when that glute turns on, the hip flexor opens up and you can feel it, like it just feels good. And guys, you know, it feels good to feel good. And backwards walking really feels good, but it's also a deliberate, if you swing the arms with the legs, right? So it is a deliberate contralateral movement. It is so good for the brain, which means it is so good for you. And the other thing it does is it puts that shoulder in extension. So again, if I'm walking backwards, I am turning these on, I'm opening these up, I'm going into extension, which means I'm connecting my lat to my opposite glute. Your body's an X. And so when we walk backwards, we are connecting that X on the back side, turning everything on and opening up the front side. And it feels wonderful. So if you haven't been backwards walking, or if you're really tight here and you just feel like you're bound up here, give backwards walking a shot. The other thing it'll do for you, it'll mobilize those feet. I don't know if you noticed, but when I was walking backwards, look, I land on the toes, move through the ball of foot, go into the heel, and man, that feels good right here. Opens up that calf. It is just, walking backwards is the bee's knees. But again, it's so good for your brain, so good for you. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. And it is so cool to look weird in your neighborhood when you're walking backwards and everybody's like, what? Anyway, just make sure you know where you're going. Safety first. Always use your head on the swivel, which is also good for you. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm rambling now. Give that a shot, let me know what you think. I'm Tim with Original Strength, and we'll see you next time. To learn more, consider attending an Original Strength certification. Visit originalstrength.net to register.